Hello everybody, my name is Steven. I'm 30 years old. It's nice to meet you. But if you were to meet me in person, I might not be the nicest guy. But anyway, I want to share a bit of my life story with you. I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, previously known as Asperger's syndrome, when I was 30 years old. But that's not my biggest concern here. I am not diagnosed with this, but I'm 100% certain I have it. It's called hypertymesia. It's where you don't forget things. To describe what it's like in my eyes, it's like you're filming a video, but it won't stop recording. But the little details you don't always pay attention to, but the big ones you do. It's like a hidden Easter egg in a movie. For example, we always don't notice the writing. Like say in Friends, was a wasp, how they always write something on the back of the board of Joey's apartment. Lots of us have seen Friends. I'm not the biggest fan personally, but... Or sometimes the license plates in movies. Sometimes we don't notice that detail or other ones. But with that being said, some might ask what my earliest memory is. Besides a wasp, this is annoying. And I'm not scripting this either. So anyway, my earliest memory was me trying... So I don't really know how to describe my first memory because it was a whole bunch of them. Because it was like, so back in the day we had a thing called VCRs, which played VHS tapes. That's how we watched movies and TV shows on tape, because we didn't have DVD players back when I was a little kid. And nowadays with DVD players, you can just skip right to the beginning. But you'd have to fast forward and rewind, and that's why it said on the VHS tapes from Blockbuster in Canada, Rogers Video. It would sometimes say, "Be kind, rewind." That's what it basically meant. All that to say, it was like that, but it was going like just constantly, just changing rapidly fast. And a lot of the memories were unpleasantly felt because I didn't like the way I was held sometimes. But one I remember fondly of those memories is me trying to learn to walk and falling over in the kitchen. And I remember this because I remember how the wall was set up and how the floors were... I don't know what the proper word they had for the flooring in kitchens. Like it was a kind of a plastic, I guess. But anyway. And then all of a sudden it just stopped. That's basically my earliest memory that comes to mind. And I remember all the way to I can remember almost every day in kindergarten and stuff like that, in preschool. My mind was developing, but how I know this is true is when we're young, time feels so slow. And the older we get, time just goes faster. I feel like a year ago happened maybe 2 months ago. But that's how I probably would feel. That's how long it was when I was a kid. But yeah. But people say I hold grudges, but I don't like to say I do. And they'll say stuff like people live in your head rent-free, and that's not true. The truth is, it's like having tattoos in your brain. People come to party and leave marks on the walls, and they're always there no matter how much you try to clean it off. Or the only way to get rid of it is if you put another tattoo over it, but you still see it. And life's not been easy for me. I'm suffering. And I'm at my lowest point right now, and life's just been very difficult for me, and I have a very big life story. I mean, we all have life stories, but I think if we were to write a story, the average person would probably write possibly 1/10 of what I can say. I can pretty much remember every detail of my life. Oh, so there's just a bird on my foot. That one. All that to say, yeah, I could probably mention every detail of my life, and I'm willing to do that just to prove it, and I want to spread awareness on hypertymesia, because... How do I say this? life's just been hard, and holding a job's been hard, and I feel people should get me. I don't expect them to get everything about me, but I walk in and I just feel like, I wouldn't say I have the most important story in the world, but I'm pretty much desperate at this point. Like, I mean, life's not fair. And it's gone so bad to the point to where I just can't drive anymore because my mind's all over the place and there's too much on my mind. I can still ride a bike, thank goodness, but driving, no. It's not because the drivers are getting worse. I remember them being a lot better than they were today, and I expect them to get worse 10 years later, unless AI decides that they're going to make cars that drive themselves, which I would very much wouldn't mind, because it'd probably get rid of bad drivers, and I would be able to be driven to my appointments without having to drive to them. But all that to say, I just need some help to live life comfortably. I mean, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I wouldn't be doing this for me personally if I was you. I'm not even going to ask for money. I ask for people just to watch the video and share it in case we know someone who has hypertymesia and we can help them out too. Because that's the only thing I think I can do at this point. I'm honestly willing to share every detail of my life just to prove it. Because I really do need help here. Because life's extremely difficult for me in ways people don't understand. To put in perspective, sometimes I'll be mad at things that happened maybe 27 years ago or less. Maybe I'll remember things when I was 1 year old. I actually can remember when I was one because, long story short, we had a train where I lived called the Prairie Dog Central. I remember being near that. I remember getting on it as little as one. I was one, apparently, though, and that's how I know I was on it. But yeah, I just feel like my mind is at a point to where it's almost, I'm almost crippled mentally. Like, I can still move fine. I'm still healthy physically, but mentally very much not. But I mean, people do want to support me. I did write a book. It's called Roy G. Biv. It's by me. It's on Amazon Kindle and Apple ebook. It's a bit pricey, but the only thing I want to do right now is live in a city with nice weather and good public transit and I want to be able to walk everywhere. I just can't do any of this anymore. I just want to be able to live life. And I need to be alone with my memories just to get my mind straight. And I think I might be way better. But yeah, I've been going to therapy. And my therapist is the only one who understands me. Well, I hope she does, but nobody really gets me. And I feel like I was a people pleaser in my life because I don't want to remember negativity. And I don't really want people to like me. I just want to be able to be on good terms with people, as I don't want to hate, and I don't want bad memories in the future. I tend to find people say I hate a lot, but I don't necessarily hate. I just, like, I don't know why some people get what they deserve. Like, what I mean is, sorry. I meant to say, what people don't deserve, they get. I mean, I like to think of it as they did a deal with the devil. I'm not religious or anything, but if I can just get the help to live the life, I don't want to live the perfect life, but I just need to live a life where I can just get through it. And maybe I can help others with hypertymesia. because apparently little people are diagnosed with it. And I think we can diagnose more people. Thank you so much for watching. It really did mean a lot, more than any other video I've created. Peace and love.